Well, good afternoon. It's Brian here at the Horror Experience. And yes, I'm unshaven. Part of it is because of my nerve disorder that I've been suffering from. And when you shave, it just, because I get a lot of pain in my face. It's not just my hands and arms and legs and feet, but my face and even my neck and everything else. And luckily, it isn't terrible right now. I think a lot of it is I've just kind of learned to ignore it. But when you shave, man, it's just like it's agonizing. It's horrible. So I just haven't bothered with it. But I probably should pretty soon. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking like Santa. Today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to, and in fact, I might do a video a day regarding this particular subject, and that is movies in the horror genre that were released on this day, October 15th, as an example, which is today. I'm not going to do all of the movies that were released today because I'm just doing the ones that I happen to have in my collection. The first one is Return of the Living Dead Necropolis, which came out in 2005 of this day, October 15th. Which I think was the fourth installment, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the fourth installment. Also from the same franchise was Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave, which also came out October 15th of 2005. It came out the same day. Go figure. There must have been two different studios operating. And they were directed by the same person, Ellery Elkayem. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct, but how in the world, man? I mean, they must have been on just jamming. I mean, it's like a couple of weeks, one movie's out. A couple of weeks, the next movie's out. And then they just released them on the same day, which is kind of weird. The other one, which I've been kind of hungry for, because I haven't watched any of these in a long time, and that's Hellraiser Hellseeker, which came out in 2002 of this day, October 15th, directed by Rick Botta. He also did two other installments from the franchise. He did Deader and Hellworld. And they were both 2005 also. But probably different days, I'm sure. But anyway, I haven't seen this in a long, long time. But I've just been kind of hungry for anything with Pinhead in it. Especially Doug Bradley Pinhead. I liked all of them, even the newest one that had a different Pinhead. And there's only two that had different pinheads, and that was Revelations, and then that newest one that had that Lewis guy, or whatever his name was. Was it Lewis Taylor or something like that? Something Taylor. I used to talk to him on Facebook a long time ago. Nice guy, but I'm going to have to rewatch that one because I didn't care for it too much, so I probably need to go back and look at it again and see if I like it anymore. Anyway, so that is that. Also, just quickly, I heard that Best Buy is getting rid of all of their physical media. I'm not sure about CDs, but I'm assuming that it's everything. DVDs, Blu-ray, 4K, all of that is movies. This whole section is going to be gone. And I don't know what they're going to replace it with. I don't know. They state that they want to move on to other things. They didn't say it's because of lack of sales or anything like that. Personally, I could care less because I don't shop at Best Buy. We've got 2 Best Buys here, and I've only set foot in one maybe twice in my life. And that was only because a friend of mine wanted to go there, and I happened to be with him, so I was kind of forced to go in. But other than that, I couldn't care less. I mean, personally, I think it's a mistake. Physical media is not going anywhere. People still like to have the artwork and, so on. They still like to be able to hold something in their hands. It's just like comic books. I remember when they were thinking about, well, we're going to just put comic books online, they'd done that with a lot of, like, tabloids and stuff, like, remember World Weekly News? The one that had that real crazy, bunch of crazy stories on there that everybody, except unless you were, like, ultra stupid, we all knew they were fake stories. Bigfoot, stumbles into the White House or something like that. Bat Boy was probably the most popular story that they even had shirts and stuff with Bat Boy. But anyway, that went online only. And I used to subscribe to that because I just thought it was hilarious. I mean, they were really well thought out, imaginative stories, and it was fairly cheap to get it, weekly. And it was fun to get it weekly, but I guess it just got costly because of paper, and everybody was doing everything online, so they just went online. And that was when I was like, I don't need to. I like to have, I like to collect them. I had this big stack of them, and it's like comic books. Why would you want to read a comic book online? You want the paper in your hand, you want to smell the ink, you want to turn the pages, I don't know any comic collectors, and I know a lot of comic collectors. I don't know of any that want to read a fucking comic online. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like streaming. Streaming movies is fine. If I don't want to own something and I just want to watch the movie, then I'll just stream it. But it's about like Netflix. Netflix has only got a few things on there that I really care about, and that some of their documentaries are pretty good. But other than that, I don't really have much of a concern for anything that they've got. And I'm paying for that. I mean, but I only pay like $3 a month because I get it through my phone service. So, but anyway, Best Buy losing all that, I think it's a bad idea. But we've got Target, Walmart, Amazon has a distribution center here. So if we order something on Amazon, usually I get it the same day, if not the next day. And then we still have a Rasputin here, which sells mostly used movies and so on, but they've got everything. I mean, they've got a lot of underground stuff that you can't find anywhere else. And they keep their prices pretty reasonable. They're pretty much California based, however you can order online from them. Check them out, Rasputin. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm still a little lethargic from being sick, but so I'm not as exciting as I could be, but I'm trying. So thanks again for your helping out, and hope you enjoy, and we will see you on the next one. Later.